Hey everybody, it's AliveMacaroon. Just wanted to do a quick audio thing. After I did this video, I noticed that my thoughts of this are all over the place. There's no real coherent stream of thoughts. So if anybody is coming to the channel and they want to see a video that's very coherent, their opinions, their review on the system, I would advise you don't watch this video. Because my thoughts are way all over the place. I was basically just talking about what was coming to mind at that second about the system. If you guys do have any questions about it, be sure to put them in the comments, and I can answer anything I can. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey everybody, it's AliveMacaroon. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a long time, and I'm doing an update video, kind of, and a bit of a vlog real quick. I was mentioned this on Twitter. My dog is freaking out. I have a big hockey tournament in 2 days. So that's this coming weekend, the 3rd and the 4th. Once that's done, I'll have a lot of free time again, and I'll be able to work on more gameplay videos and my edited stuff a lot more. So hopefully you guys are okay with that, and you can have some patience and you can just hold out for a little bit longer until I get some more time off, and then we can kick some ass. But I wanted to do a quick video, kind of my thoughts and impressions on the first, I guess, half a week with my Nintendo Switch. It's great. I'll just say that right now. I fucking love that thing. I don't remember the last time I was that excited for like a console release. Maybe when I was a kid, when I was getting a PS2. That might have been when I was like, yeah, this is going to be like the coolest thing ever. And I loved the PS2. The PS2 is one of my favorite consoles of all time. I've always been a PlayStation kid. I had a PS1, and then I had a PS2, PS3, and I have a PS4. And since I've gotten the Nintendo Switch, I have not touched that thing. I haven't even turned on my PlayStation. So, yeah. Currently, the way I have my everything set up in my room, here's all my recording stuff just off to the side here, my capture card, my Wii, my PlayStation, all my fucking cables and shit. It's a mess. I have no more power ports in that area, so currently I have no intention of putting my Switch there to do gameplay. So unfortunately there will be no gameplay in this video. This is just going to be me rambling kind of thing, and I won't be able to do any Nintendo Switch videos anytime soon. That might change, but we'll have to see. Right now, the main thing with the Switch is I really wanted a system that I could actually have on a full TV and just sit and relax, and I didn't have to always have a capture card running, so it would go to the TV, because you kind of have to do that with some capture cards. I have an older one, and it's kind of a bitch. You have to make sure the capture card's running and the Switch is running, so that way you can have it display on the TV. And I don't even have a TV, it's just a small monitor, and I want to be able to relax on a couch or in my bed and play the Switch instead of sitting here and playing. So that's kind of my main reason. I want to actually sit and enjoy the Switch, and that's exactly what I've been doing. I put a lot of time into the Switch. I'm gonna pull up, there's the Parental Controls App, and it's stupid that Nintendo makes you do this, but if you want to even figure out how much time a day you've been playing any games, it doesn't tell you individual games. I was hoping I could find out how long in each game I've spent. Can't do that. You can find out your daily stats. So I didn't get the app till Tuesday, so Monday I played about 5 hours. That's when it came in the mail. So this is what we're sitting at right now. Oh, can you see? There we go. So today I've played 7 hours. Yesterday I played 4 hours, and then the day before I played 5.5 hours. Most of that's Zelda. And then the other majority is Mario Kart 8, because Mario Kart 8 is phenomenal. And Snipper Clips, I've played a bit. Me and my girlfriend have been playing it, but we don't want to play too much of it because we don't know how long the game is, and we're going on a big camping trip, so we want to have something to do on the drive up because we're not driving, and then it's like 5 hours away, so we need something to do. We're gonna play Nintendo Switch in the backseat, which is like the coolest thing ever, by the way. The fact that I can just grab that and we can play in the back of a vehicle. What? So that's what we're gonna do. So Snipper Clips is a great game. If you have a Switch and you're unsure about Snipper Clips, pick it up. It's great. It was only like $25 and it's so much fun. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, also really, really awesome. I don't know if it's worth, because in Canada here, games are $80. Just because of the currency exchange. So they're $80. I never had a Wii U, so I never played Mario Kart 8 to begin with, so it was a no-brainer for me, because everything is new to me. But if you've already own a Wii U and have Mario Kart 8, I don't know if it's worth the $60 to $80 or wherever you're from. I don't know if it's worth it. Like, because it's all new to me, I don't know what is new. I know the battle mode is new. I know in Mario Kart 8 there was no battle mode, as far as I know. And there's some racers and maybe a few tracks. I don't know how many, and I don't know which tracks. But I know there's some are newer and some are the... Yeah. And then you get, like, I think the Inkling characters from Splatoon are in the deluxe version. Like I said, I don't really know. But it's awesome. I love it. And then before the Switch even came in the mail Monday, I already owned Zelda. And it was sitting on my desk for like 5 days before my Switch came, and it was killing me. And Zelda, by far, game of the year. It's in my top 5 games of all time. Like, I would say it goes... See, this is the thing. I say top 5, but I don't even know if I can name top 5. Like, I know BioShock's in there. I know Red Dead Redemption's in there. Breath of the Wild's in there. Those are my top 3 for sure. And then I couldn't, off the top of my head, think of the other 2. I'd really have to sit and think. But those games are, like, pretty close. Breath of the Wild is insane. I've put... Well, 7 hours today. That was all Breath of the Wild. I don't think I've even touched another game. Because I usually play Mario Kart and Snipper Clips with somebody. Breath of the Wild's a completely single-player experience, so I just do that on my own. So. Yeah. Probably about 15 to 17 hours I've put since Monday. Today's Thursday. I haven't played a game that much in a very long... I don't even remember the last time. Like, I would say probably Red Dead Redemption was the last time that I put that much time into a game in, like, this short of a time frame. It's insane. And I'm loving it. I'm friggin' loving it. It's fantastic. I don't want to say too much about Zelda because I don't want to spoil anything. I'm not even that far into the story. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody knows there's, like, the 4 divine beasts, and they're kind of like your big dungeons throughout the game. And I've only done 1 out of 4, and then I'm sure there's a shit ton more to do after you get the 4 done. So... And I'm 17 hours in, so... I don't know. It's a long game. And it's... I'm fine with that. I am fine with that. I've been having fun just exploring the world. There's been times where, like, I'm on this one side quest where I have to find a spear that fell in a river. The area it's in is so pretty that I have not minded walking around for, like, 2 real-world hours looking for this fucking spear in the water just because I'm enjoying being there and being in that experience. It's so good. As for the system itself, it's pretty good. Like, I can see where Nintendo had to try to cut corners to keep the cost lower than like a PS4 or an Xbox One. As far as I know, PS4s are $450 to $500 or more for the Pro. I haven't looked at prices lately because I have had one since launch, so I'm not too worried about looking at prices. I think that's, at least in Canada, that's the pricing. And I think it's about the same for the Xbox. I know they're very competitive, Sony and Microsoft, with their pricing of their consoles. So I think that's about what it's sitting at. The Wii U in Canada, again, these are all Canadian dollars I'm talking through. was $3.99. I know in the States it's $2.99, so I'm guessing you just kind of shift it, and that's how it works. But $3.99 I think is a fairly good price point for it. I wish it was $2.99 even for Canadians, but you know, what are you gonna do? It's our dollar. Our dollar sucks, huh? We got fucking Play-Doh money. We got Monopoly money. That's what we deal in, Monopoly money. So like the kickstand, everybody says is shit. It's bad, but it's not like the worst. Like, I've used it multiple times and it's fine. I am also a grown man, and I've been playing video games with other grown men and grown women. So we know that when it's a flimsy kickstand like that, we're not gonna like fucking push and like punch it off the desk. Like, maybe a young kid might not understand how flimsy it is. So I can see that. The whole system itself, though, you can play it in so many ways where it's like, it blows my mind, really, because me and my girlfriend, we were playing, it was docked, and you know, we just decided, we're like, well, let's go do something. We just pick it up and fucking take it, you go. And you're still playing right where you left off. You just pick it up and you go, and it's the same thing. Me and some friends were playing, and it was in the middle of this storm. We were playing, I brought it over to their place, and we were sitting, and we had the little screen propped up on the table. We're playing Mario Kart, and the power went out, and we didn't even notice because the TV didn't go off, because it wasn't a TV, it was just the Switch. It was a screen on the Switch we were playing off of. So it was so cool in the fact that when the power went out, we just kept racing. We just kept playing Mario Kart. We didn't even notice. Which brings me to another point. The small screen is fantastic. The quality is great because it's 720p, and a lot of people are like, oh, 720p in 2017. Listen, PS4s and Xboxes can't even hit fucking 60 frames at 1080p. You can't be a snob about P right now, okay? Like, everybody is racing a 4K, but we should get some solid frame rates at 1080 before we start going to 4K. The only people that can do that are PC gamers, and I mean, I could get to 1440p at 60 FPS right now, and that's with a 1080 and an i7 on and 16 gigs on my PC right now. 4K is still ways off, I think, and in the tech world, that's not that far. But 720p on a 6.1 inch, I think, screen. Fantastic. It's so crystal clear, it almost looks like it's retina display. I know it's not, but it's just so crisp on that little screen. 720 on that little screen, it's great. It's capacitive touchscreens, so you can also use that. Most games actually kind of seem like they disable the touchscreen when you're in game, which makes sense. But mainly for the menus, like the eShop, you can use it and such. We were playing Mario Kart, and you have the Joy-Cons, and you get two Joy-Cons, and they go on the side. But you can take them off, and you can use one side of the Joy-Con, you flip it, turn it horizontally, and you can use that as one full controller, and then you can give the other half to somebody else, and they can do the same, and you basically have two controllers made out of one. And they're tiny, and they really took me off guard when I took everything out of the box. They're fucking small. Once you get used to it, they're great. And even when you're using it turned like horizontally as the mini Joy-Con, they're great. I played hours of Mario Kart with my buddy, like 3 hours, and my hands started to get a little cramped, but I think it's because I got like shitty wrist problems anyway. He was fine, so, you know, and he's got bigger hands than me, so we loved it, and it was great. And that little screen, you get sucked right into it. We were talking about this when we were playing. Because the games Nintendo make are so immersive and so fun, and you're just having a good time, you kind of lose yourself in the game anyway. So when it's such a small screen, and you're playing split screen Mario Kart, it doesn't even matter because you're just in the game. So the screen's fine for that. The controllers are fine. With the controllers, I noticed the buttons are kind of weird, and it took me a while to get used to it. Everything is not analog, I guess they consider it. I was trying to look it up to figure out what it was called. With the GameCube controller, when you have those triggers, you press in the trigger and you have that pull. And then at the end of the pull, you get the button press. So they're like, you got a bit of a pull. You kind of get the feedback. Same with the PS4 controllers. The triggers are more, same with the Xbox. You have more like of a pull, like kind of thing. With the Switch, the triggers are basically just buttons. So when you press it, and it just clicks, just like a regular face button. And it took me a long time to like get used to that, because I'm so used to that forced feedback, kind of almost like that pull of the trigger. So you gotta get used to that. And the analog sticks on the Joy-Cons that come in the box, if you've ever had a PS Vita, the analog sticks, when you push them, there's a very little travel distance between the middle of the stick to the edge. So like it makes it kind of tricky for very minute movements because you don't have a lot of space to move it anyway. So like if you want to walk, you have to go like half the distance, and then if you go the full distance, you run, in like Zelda, for instance. So if you have even less, you really can't move. You barely move it, and you're walking already. So they're fine. Again, it's great. Like they work perfect. It's just something you gotta get used to. I did pick up a Pro controller. If you're gonna get a Switch, get a Pro controller. If you're gonna play in TV mode, fantastic. I just leave my Joy-Cons on the side, pick up the Pro controller, play. When I'm done, grab the Switch, take it out of the dock, and I'm just playing with the Joy-Cons. It's super great. So it's totally like huge rant, huge ramble. That's kind of my thoughts and opinions so far on the Switch. It's only been the first few days. It's a great system. It's my favorite between the Xbox, the PS4, and the Switch. The Switch is so far my favorite, and that's maybe because I fucking love Zelda. I have a big soft spot for Nintendo. I know they don't always make the best games, but I do. Nintendo always makes games that are just fun. Whenever you just want to have like happy and joyful fun, you just play a Nintendo game. Unless you want to like rage and you play Mario Kart. I'm really hopeful for E3 and Nintendo. There's been a lot of rumors that they're going to make a new Metroid for the Switch. If that's the case, my Switch will be entirely worth the purchase because I fucking love Metroid. Especially the Prime. If they make another Prime-esque, I don't know if I want them to make a Prime 4 or if I want them to take the Prime formula and start a new series. Something. And then I heard Smash Brothers is coming to Wii or Switch, which would be fucking cool. Smash on the go. Yeah, please. I'll take that. I'd really like Mario Maker to come. I couldn't see why that couldn't be ported over. You got the touchscreen. You got your controls. I see no reason why it couldn't come over. I would really, my biggest hope, if I'm completely honest, is that the Virtual Console on the Switch, whenever it does get released, which is supposed to be pretty soon, has GameCube games. That would be the coolest. I read an interview where somebody from Nintendo, I can't remember their name, mentioned that they wanted things to go that way. So that's a good sign that they're trying to make GameCube games work under the Virtual Console for the Switch. Because if you think about it, you got Super Mario Sunshine, you got all the Mario parties, you got fucking Luigi's Mansion, you got some great JRPGs. There's so many more GameCube games I haven't even mentioned because I don't know many because I never got to play GameCube games. So if they get GameCube on there, that, again, that's worth so much. Because you can you could buy a GameCube or an original Wii and then search out Sunshine. And let me tell you, I looked at buying Sunshine, like the GameCube disc, and it's like $150 for a decent condition with the box and the manual. So you could do that. Or, you know, go to garage sales and hope to God you get lucky and find it. Or you can just, you know, pick up a Switch. You get all the great new games that are coming out. And then you can also maybe get Sunshine as a virtual console. And you can take Sunshine on the go. Like, that blows my mind. So that's kind of my thoughts. I hope E3 is great for Nintendo. I hope they have the third-party support that they're hoping for. I'm not too worried because I think Nintendo has some great new IPs coming. Splatoon I would still consider as a newish IP. So Splatoon 2 looks fucking awesome. ARMS looks really sweet. Tomorrow is a test fire. I want to try it, but depending on what time I get home from work, I don't know if I'll make it. So I want to try that. I want to do that kind of thing. Their new IPs, I don't know if they have any more planned. There was a few from Square Enix and stuff, but I hope there's more third-party support coming. That's about it. That's 20 minutes of me rambling about the Switch. Again, I just want to thank you guys so much for being patient with my videos. Like I said, this weekend is my hockey tournament. When that's done, I'm clear sailing to do some more friggin' good videos for you. Not these kind of videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.